when the three emissaries sent by Agamemnon, these are Odysseus and Phoenix and Ios, when they arrive to see Achilles, Achilles greets them warmly, and he tells them, sit down, let's have a meal together. Homer describes the meal beautifully. He talks about the hog marbled with fat. When the meat was roasted, he laid it on platters and set out bread in exquisite baskets. So it's Achilles, and he also has his beloved friend Patroclus, a very important figure in the Iliad, who will enter the narrative. But here he does a kind of introductory appearance. We've actually met Patroclus before, but again in a very subordinate type of role. And Patroclus here is the closest friend of Achilles. I'll just say a word about him because partly because people have this stereotype, well, the Greeks are gay, they're homosexuals. And so there's obviously a homosexual relationship between Achilles and Patroclus. There is no suggestion of this, not even an insinuation of it anywhere in the Iliad. So let's just remember that if you hear that, this is a projection of modern day sort of gay obsession onto the Iliad. It's not in the Iliad itself. Patroclus is merely a kind of ally and very close friend of Achilles, and Achilles is almost a kind of protector of Patroclus. Now, they have a meal. And this is the convention. When you show up to ask something, you don't start by asking right away, hey, I've got a request for you. Let's sit down and do business. No, you sit down and you have a meal and then you get to the matter at hand. Let's also remember that the significance of the meal is that Achilles is not angry with Odysseus and Phoenix and Ios. This is actually why it was smart to send them. Achilles is angry with Agamemnon. The beef is with the head of the Greek expedition, not with the ordinary fighters. Achilles has fought alongside these men before. He knows them well. He doesn't have a beef with them. So Odysseus goes first, and he lays out for Achilles what he thinks is at stake. He goes, this is the last chance to save your countrymen. The Trojans are advancing on the ships. Pretty soon they will be at the ships. When they get to the ships, they're going to start burning the ships, and then we're basically done for. So Odysseus then proceeds to lay out in almost identical words Agamemnon's offer. And 7 unfired tripods and 10 gold bars and 20 burnished cauldrons. And it sounds like Odysseus is doing nothing more than a kind of parroting role of saying word for word what Agamemnon said. But at the end of it, Odysseus sort of pivots and he says something else that's not in Agamemnon's offer. He says this, but if you hate him and his gifts, think of all the others suffering up and down the line and of the glory you will win from them. So Odysseus is basically saying, listen, Odysseus knows that Achilles has this deep rage toward Agamemnon, and whatever gifts Agamemnon's going to give, Achilles is going to almost instinctively recoil from them. I don't want it. And Odysseus is smart. He knows that. So he goes, listen, I know you hate the guy. But don't, and he's giving you all these things, so take them. But the real reason to fight is your fellow fighters are depending on you. And then he appeals again to Kleos. He basically comes back and goes, think of all the glory that you can win, all the immortal fame. Think of what people are going to say about you. So remember early on I said that the Greek fighter fights for two things. One is time, which is honor, and honor is tangible honor. It's not some kind of internal, I know I'm great. No, it's actually material possessions that show how much people value you. So here is Agamemnon offering time. And Odysseus is saying, in addition to this time, you'll also get Kleos, because Kleos is what people say about you typically after you're dead. Well, if you're able to turn the tide, think about it, the Greeks are losing. If Achilles comes in and they start winning, and Achilles is able to kill Hector, and the Greeks overthrow Troy, well, who did it if not Achilles? So all the glory goes to Achilles. And so here is Odysseus telling Achilles, this is the most important thing you can have. You got Time, you're getting it back, you're getting Briseis back. So enough. And you're going to get glory on top of it. And then in one of the most incredible scenes in the Iliad, which I'm going to take up on Monday, Achilles basically says, I don't care. I don't care about Time. I don't care about Kleos. Here you have the foremost fighter of the Greeks rejecting the entire basis of the Greek warrior ethic and rejecting the whole basis of Greek society. He's saying everything you have to give me that would ordinarily be the most important thing that I was raised to value. And that's why I came here. I didn't come here for Helen. What do I care about Helen? I came here for Time. I came here for glory. You're offering me Time. You're telling me I have a chance to win glory. But you know what? Upon reflection, I don't care about any of this. I would rather do something else with my life.